There's an old proverb. It's not in the Bible. There's a lot of good proverbs that aren't in the Bible, like a penny saved is a penny earned. This proverb says, "Happy is the man who always has the day of his death before him." Happy is the man who always has the day of his death before him. Now, the reason that that proverb is really so good and a little bit jarring for some of us is because it says, look, focus on the end, the day of judgment. The day that you, or the day that I, will give an account to our Maker. Happy is the man, blessed is the man, who always has that day in front of him, because it's going to make him stop and think, all right, if I die tonight in a freak plane crash or a house fire or a car accident, or I slipped and fell in the bathtub and hit my head and died, and I had to stand before God, would I want to be doing today, saying today, failing to do today what I should be doing, and then face my Maker? So picture John Boehner or the leaders of various Republican fundraising machines who say that they're pro-life and who say that they are pro-marriage. Now picture them standing before their Maker and God asking them, what did you do? Why did you do it? Well, John Boehner saying, I was raising money for these Republican candidates. I know, maybe the angel says, I know. Why were you doing that? Well, I wanted to, I wanted to get a majority in the U.S. House, or asking a Senate fundraiser. Well, I wanted to get a majority in the U.S. Senate and keep the majority in the U.S. House. So you raised money from Christian people to give to people who wanted to do this to my babies, and maybe the angel or the prosecutor, however it's going to work on the day of judgment, shows images of babies that were ripped apart and then flushed down toilets, or ground up, put in sewers, or bodies thrown in landfills, bodies desecrated. What do you think these people will say? What could they say? Lord, I put the party ahead of you. I put a Republican majority ahead of innocent life. I put inclusion in the Republican Party ahead of the sacrament, the covenant of marriage. I helped people that were openly in defiance of you. Again, I've never been to the day of judgment, and I'm daily trying to prep my own soul for that event, which will come to all of us. It is given to man once to die, and after that, the judgment. So I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if an angel reads all the deeds, if there's a film play, I don't know. But we know that every word, every deed, it's there, with the exception of the ones that are washed away by the blood of Christ, that have been properly repented of. Okay? Those, as far as the east is from the west, so far has He removed our transgressions from us. That's wonderful news for all of us sinners down here. But the ones that are committed in open defiance and not repented of, like helping enemies of God to try and get into power, if someone were to face God after such a horrific act of treachery, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? We have an obligation to stand for what is true and right. And as I've watched the reaction of some Christian, I don't want to call them leaders, I don't know what they are. People like Tom Minery and Tony Perkins. Well, I don't even know what to think. I'm going to read to you a paragraph or two from a letter that they sent to Boehner and to McConnell, saying, look, we're not on board with you raising money for these people. And then I'll let you draw your own conclusions. Well, maybe I'll give you one or two of my own as well. We'll be right back.